The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Back open in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. The Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make them cover.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Dyer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Lewis wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Williams. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coates. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Snags it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To throw, it's Dyer. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's got his man. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They get through and it's blocked. And they got it. Flying down the left side. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knights. They'll try to add another to their lead. He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
He'll put toe leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help his tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling him.
He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. using his legs. It's Etienne. There he goes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run the draw. He breaks a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work again.
Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Forced out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Lewis wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. Fourth down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Pocket breaking down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slog fest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.